Hi friends, welcome or welcome back to my channel, Adulting Again. It's your girl, Stephanie G. And today we're getting back into a routine. We're talking about how we can truly establish our routine, especially when we're coming off from some sort of break, whether it's from a vacation like myself, or just you got all out of sorts because life was lifing and you just got too busy. So we're going to talk about how we can get back into routine, how I plan on getting back into routine, just so that I can manage my day much better. All right, so if you're not new here, then you already know that I went on a girls trip, my first cruise, and that took a lot of preparation. I kind of got out of routine after that for various reasons that I did mention in that video, and now I am ready to get back into the groove. I have a very strategic way of getting back into the groove, and I definitely am going to share that with you. I'm going to share my progress along the way for that new venture that I'll be getting into. So you know what, let's just dive right on into it. So this video is going to sort of be like a monthly reset style of a video. It is May 7th, so I don't want to call it a May reset because we're already in May. However, you know, like anybody else, you can reset at any time, no matter the day, no matter the time of day, no matter what. If you are ready to change or switch things up, you can absolutely do that at any time. This, however, is just me getting back into the routine that I was already starting to really get into. I do want to go ahead and start the video by kind of reflecting on last month. As I did state, last month was my very first girls trip as well as my first cruise. So those are two things that I can check off my bucket list, as well as those would go into my 2020 my 2023 reset as far as the things that I would like to do, and travel was one of them. So that's a great way for me to kick off any travel that I did want to do. And for my yearly goal, it was to have 2 trips for the year. I will consider going to Bimini, Bahamas as a trip. And so that is one that I've already done. So check and check. Other previous goals that I had was to set a nighttime routine. I was getting there with the nighttime routine. However, for the month of May, I have started the 75 soft challenge. What is 75 soft? 75 soft is a variation of the 75 hard challenge. The 75 hard challenge has several rules to it. Those rules would be to drink a gallon of water a day, to read 10 pages of a nonfiction book per day, choosing a diet to eat from and have that be the only thing that you eat, whether it's vegan, vegetarian, pescatarian, carnivore. It just needs to be some form of a diet and sticking to that diet. I would imagine that it needs to be on the healthier side, with consideration that this is a health and wellness challenge. You would have to have 2 workouts per day for 45 minutes. Each one has to be outside in the elements no matter what. And then you also have to drink a gallon of water a day, as well as take a progress picture every single day. If you mess up and you forget to read 10 pages, or you didn't drink that full gallon, or you didn't take a progress picture, say on day 60, you start all over again, day 1 for your 75 days. It's hard, right? 75 hard. I am doing 75 soft. So with me, my rules for myself are work out for 30 minutes a day minimum, drink 3 liters of water, read 10 pages of a book, or listen to an Audible book for 30 minutes a day, follow an 80-20 diet, and if I am going to consume alcohol, it would need to be socially or by special occasion. So it's not that hard, honestly. I'm not really a big drinker like that, so that part is really not that hard for me. I did fail to mention that there's no alcohol consumption for the 75 hard challenge. There's no alcohol whatsoever. So I'm thinking I may trade in something else to add for the no alcohol, because that's not really a challenge for me. I think I'm gonna do no sweets. And when I say no sweets, I mean like no cakes, no cookies, no pies. I still am gonna have my protein bars, because to me that's not necessarily a sweet. Even though it is on the sweeter side, it doesn't have any added sugars or anything like that. So I'm not gonna limit myself in that manner. So that's my idea and my style of a 75 soft challenge. I am in day 7. So I definitely will be giving you all a 2-week update with this 75 soft challenge. So definitely stay tuned. Make sure that you're already subscribed, and don't forget to hit the notification bell so that you'll be notified when I do upload that video and any others in the future. So that 75 soft is my health and wellness portion of this month that I am truly focused on. Obviously, it will also be up until July 15th. July 15th is my end date for the 75 soft challenge. So there's that. So as far as other goals that I do have for the month of May, or just in general to kind of get myself back into a routine, I did get a promotion. That is something that was on my 2023 goals list. Honestly, it was either get a promotion or find another job within like fintech, still within my healthcare career path. So I got a promotion. I was a supervisor for corporate healthcare. I am now the manager of the department. So I just really want to develop my management style for the team, for the betterment of the team. And the more that I develop myself, the better I can serve the team. So that's one of my goals. So getting into a true routine now is more beneficial than ever, especially helping me with my career. I know most YouTubers don't really talk about career or having a career. Most of them are more into being an entrepreneur and getting to, you know, a influencer bag or something like that. And don't get me wrong, I still want to do those things, but I still love working and having a career. So that is what this channel is about. It is, you know, career focused, career driven, and, you know, productivity, and just building routines to have an overall healthier lifestyle. And that is also a balanced lifestyle with work as well as home. One of the other things that I'm looking to kind of get more into a routine with, or a goal of mine for the month of May, would be to get into therapy. I have some things going on, and I don't want to phone a friend or download my things onto someone else, because honestly, I think that a pity party is a party of one. And I'm not really having a pity party or anything like that, but I am saying that there are things that are going on that I just need to address with someone with an unbiased opinion that doesn't really know me like that. And so if I, you know, confide in them, or like I would confide in a friend, that friend is obviously going to side with me or anything like that. And that's not what I'm looking for. I'm looking for resolution, solutions. And that's just how I'm already driven and how I'm already wired to provide solutions and resolutions. And I am hoping that I can find that within a therapist to help me to weed through all of the things and come to whatever conclusions for the things that I'm going through, that they can help me out with that. Also, I've been talking about finances for a while. I have a previous video where I talked about finances. It is a marathon. It is not a race when it comes to your finances and getting your ish together and getting your money right. I know where my money is going, and that was one of the things that I didn't know prior to. I am still using the budget tracker that I showed previously. I have slacked off a little bit, but I do intend on, actually after this video, I do need to add some other things into my budget tracker. So Sundays I will be utilizing in order to get a full clear view as to where my finances are, what money is going out, what money is coming in. And so I have a better handle on that, as like I said previously, I think in January's video, or maybe even roughly around February, that I did not know where my money was going. But I know exactly where it is going now, and I'm very proud of myself because that is growth, you know. You should always kind of have an idea of where your money is and what you got going on, and honestly, I did not. I feel like this video is not really becoming a routine video. I feel like this video is truly a reset video like I would do any other time. And so if that is what I'm portraying here and that's not what you're looking for, I am so sorry. But this is what, geez Louise, I think that this is what this video is. So some of the ways that I do plan on getting into a routine or establishing more of a routine, like I said, I do have the 75 soft challenge. That in itself is going to help me to stay in routine, to get into a routine by implementing all of the rules, or by adhering to all of the rules that I have set in place. They are simple rules: drinking water. I mean, I have my emotional support water bottle by me at all times. Case in point, here it is. I talked about this water bottle before. I do love this water bottle, but I honestly think that I want to try and get one of those simple modern tumblers. They're so cute, and I love this one. Do not get it twisted. This one is 40 ounces. 3 of these, I'm good to go. 3 of these and I am good to go. Only thing is, it makes this weird noise. I don't know if you can hear it. I feel like you can't hear it, but it makes this weird noise. It's very suctiony when it's quiet. I have started drinking this in a conference one time. Instantly stopped. As soon as I heard it, I was like, oh crap. Now granted, nobody really paid attention, but no. So yes, so if anything, if you're around a lot of people, you just want to kind of flip this up and drink it out of that. A great tumbler though. It does keep everything that you need cold for as long as you need it. Fantastic. So in keeping to a lot of my 75 soft rules that I have established, one of the things that's going to enable me to be able to keep to my routine is by having a good nighttime routine. I have to be to work at 6:30 3 days out of the week, and that's 6:30 a.m. 3 days out of the week, and my goal is to work out prior to going stop it. My goal is to work out prior to going to the office. I have a work gym that I have shown on my channel before, and that gym is sufficient enough to where all I need to do is just get there. They have showers and everything. I can take a shower, do my makeup, and go straight to the other tower, and I'm at work. So I did that all last week. It worked out really well for me, and I'm just going to continue that. The key is to make sure that I have everything set the night before. Make sure all my makeup is in my bag. Make sure my clothes are ready on the hanger. My gym bag is packed. My workout clothes are already set out. So you see where I'm going with this? My nighttime routine is going to establish and help me with my daytime routine. It really has been very beneficial. One of the things that I have kind of gotten away from within my routine, and that is planning my meals, knowing exactly what I'm going to eat. My breakfast, I got that down pat, but when it comes to lunches or dinner, that's where I'm struggling at. So all last week was centered around the portion of working out for the 30 to 45 minutes a day. That was established. I got that down. Now, this week, what I really want to focus on is the 80-20 lifestyle diet. That's where my issue is probably going to come into play. And so I definitely will be showing what I did eat, mainly for lunches and dinners, so that you'll have a good idea as to how that's going for myself, because yeah, I don't know if it's easy to just order. It's easy to just order, but that is not what I'm looking to do. I am looking to make more home cooked meals, and the best way that I'm going to be able to do that is to plan out my meals. Another way that I plan on getting back into routine, with consideration that I'm just coming back off of vacation. I mean, it's not really just coming back off vacation. It's more like, girl, you've been back from vacation. What are you doing? Okay, I'm getting there. That's what we're here for, right? That's what we're here for. So it's more or less about prioritization, right? Making sure that you have your goals and your tasks in place so that you are able to execute. That's what I'm doing here. I have all of my things in my Notion planner. I do intend on downloading the Notion app to my phone. I know I said that like a couple of months ago, and I didn't need to. I may still do that, but I also usually take my tablet everywhere that I go, so I'm not sure if I really need to add it onto my actual phone. I'm just going to use my tablet because I take it every single day. I don't take my laptop everywhere, but I definitely take my iPad. So there we go. And I just need to use that to make sure that I'm staying on track with my water intake, my workouts. I use my Notion for everything, with the exception of my budget planning. I use a spreadsheet for that I did let you all know. And you know what I'll do? I'll go ahead and add that to the description box below. I don't get a commission or anything like that from it, but I do think that it is a good budget tracker. So I'll make sure that I link it below. So normally when you come back from a vacation or you're getting back into a routine, you want to kind of ease into it. I would say that I still consider this easing into the routine, even though I've set up rules and standards for this 75 soft challenge. To me, that is still easing into it, because every day I am not doing a strenuous workout or strength training. Some days will just be walking. I did do a 4-mile walk one day, and then I did a 2-mile walk another day. So it just depends on the day, on how tired I am, or whatever have you. But I may just walk, or I may just do some yoga, or I may just do strength training. It all depends. But to me, that is easing into it. But I have goals that I'm trying to achieve, and so I'm kind of hitting the ground running when it comes to that. But if you need to, definitely ease into it. Now, getting back into this routine, I do intend on taking breaks, even if that's throughout the day. If that's a mental break, I need to get away from my desk, go for a small walk, just to kind of get some steps in or whatever have you, and just to clear my mind from whatever is, I don't want to say stressing me, because I try not to get too stressed out at work. overwhelmed, maybe. Let's use overwhelmed. If I'm getting too overwhelmed with a project or anything like that, taking the walk, giving myself 5 minutes, giving myself some grace. I think that's so important, giving yourself grace. Therefore, you can extend the grace that you are needing sometimes, you know? And another thing, as far as piggybacking off of the stress or being overwhelmed and taking some time out throughout the day, making sure that even if it's in the evening, that I try and do some form of mindfulness, or when I'm going for those walks, I really kind of dial in and try and be present, if you will. That helps me to stay centered. That helps me to keep my mind clear. And I really like to take that time out when I am going for those walks. Now, although I am listening to an Audible book or something like that, sometimes I will turn it off, or I won't turn it on the first maybe 5 or 10 minutes of walking. I won't turn it on. I'll just leave myself silent, still with my headphones on, and just taking the time to be present. After that, I'll go ahead and cut it on, and then I'll listen to whatever book that I am listening to at that time. Usually that's where I'll listen to a self-help book. But I also do have another book, since we're talking about books, and that's this book here. It's called Maybe in Another Life. It's a novel by Taylor Jenkins Reid. Now, Taylor Jenkins Reid, I read her book, The 7 Husbands of Evelyn Hugo, last month. Excellent book. If you have not read it, I highly recommend it. And you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna leave my Audible link below, and that way you can get a 30-day trial, I believe. I think it's 30 days, and maybe you also get like a couple of credits as well. I think so. I may get a slight commission from that one, just to be fully transparent with you all, but I'm not positive because I've never linked it. I've not even really looked into it, but I do know that I would have an Audible link. So I am going to link that in the description box below, because the 7 Husbands of Evelyn Hugo, fantastic. I really like Taylor Jenkins Reid's style of writing. This Maybe in Another Life is sort of like it's a twofold. It's one of those situations where you think, what if? So you ever been in a relationship, and that relationship, or no, you ever met someone and you really liked them, and for whatever reason you lost touch? Y'all started talking, but y'all lost touch for whatever reason, and then over the next couple of years you have the what ifs. Maybe not couple of years, but the next couple of months, the next couple of years, you just have the what ifs because you just didn't get the opportunity to see it through. Well, that's sort of how this book goes. One way your life would have went with one person, another way your life would have went maybe in another life. So far, it's a really good read. I just got to the part where it does decipher, or where it does show the break in the lives. So I don't have a lot of details to give right now. Once I'm done with the book, then I absolutely will give a synopsis if you so want that. Let me know in the description box. No, let me know in the comment section if you want me to give you a breakdown of this book, because so far so good. I really dig Taylor Jenkins Reid for sure. But going back to my reading or listening with the Audible, I will listen after I give myself, 5 to 10 minutes, like I said, of just reflecting, thinking, silence, and then I'll go into reading, listening to a book. And the last thing, I did already kind of hit on this, and that's just to give yourself some grace. If you're not ready to fully jump into any type of routine, if you know that you get stressed out or any sort of anxiety from doing that, then kind of tap into where that's coming from and maybe things that you can put in place to not get yourself too overwhelmed or too stressed. And if you are finding yourself stressed out by a routine, then you really want to dial back and kind of, like I said, see where that all is coming from. Because if anything, a routine is there to help you, not hinder you. You know, I for sure do better with structure versus winging it. I don't do really well with that. I am more of a planner. So trying to wing things just never really worked out for me, to be very honest. And so I am looking forward to the month of May to see where this 75 soft challenge takes me through May, June, and half of July. And I look forward to giving you all of the tidbits, the highs and lows of the challenge, because it's gonna be a challenge for sure, because it's every single day of doing all of these things. But again, it is the best way for me to put myself into a routine. So definitely stay tuned, because again, I'm gonna give a 2-week update as far as the 75 soft challenge, so that you all can see any progress, or I can kind of let you know where I'm at mentally and physically within the challenge. So I hope that you all enjoyed this video as much as I did creating it. And again, don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. Don't forget to hit the notification bell so that you are notified every time I upload. And I look forward to seeing you all in the next video. Until then, bye.